Hoodrich Radio 96.7 The Beat is the voice of DJ Scream Moran is up in here. We got a special guest up in the building. We've been trying to track her down. I ran into her, and she's on Hoodrich Radio. Jessica Dime is here.
Yeah.
On Hoodrich Radio.
I'm in the building, finally.
My favorite reality star, and she keeps it so real.
You still come on Love and Hip Hop?
No.
Yeah, I don't watch it. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, no. You ain't missing nothing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No Love and Hip Hop anymore.
You have so many different endeavors. Update us. Tell us everything that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. Scream. I've been working. But first and foremost, I'm a mother now.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And a wife.
And a wife now.
Congratulations. Show the
Thank
ring.
you.
Show the ring.
Marquise, he did good. He did great. And my life has evolved. It's changed, especially since me doing reality TV.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it's made me work even harder. You know what I'm saying? Like having my baby and my family, it's just made me want to make them proud at the end of the day. So I got all of that going on, a mommy, a wife. I'm still doing my music. I've been working on it because I just feel like I wanted to really, really, really put out like the best I could ever put out in my life. It's called the Snapback.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming 2020,
Okay.
January.
Okay. You told us this now.
First quarter.
Yes,
Camera.
first
quarter.
First to know, first quarter.
All right.
And it's was supposed to be an EP, but I've been working and been with so many different producers and been coming up with such good content. I'm just going to put out an album. I just did a whole joint project with Lil Mo.
Oh, wow.
Superwoman.
Okay.
Yes, the legendary Superwoman.
Did she start the color hair wave? Did she inspire you to do this
She
color?
definitely inspired
Okay.
me. I told my husband, I was like, we did Marriage Bootcamp together on WeTV, and that's when we first met. And when we was in the house, I was like, can you believe we in the house with Lil Mo? He was like, I know who Lil Mo is. I was like, that's Lil Mo, nigga. Like, he was like, you go hard for Mo. I really do. She's such a genuine and sweet person, like an OG in the game that just embraced me. And she always, I feel like, believed in me from jump. She was like, it's a couple songs I could have heard these niggas could have put you on. I was like, it's cool, sis. You know, I ain't tripping. Then she hit me up later on and was like, I got an idea. We need to do a project called Thelma Louise. So we just finished the project. She actually came down to Atlanta. And our executive producer, his name is Wu. He came down too with her and worked we worked for a full like week and a half every day, back to back in the studio, even on Thanksgiving.
So you got 2 projects dropping?
I got 2,
for sure.
yeah, 2 for sure. We about to drop our single, Drop It Low, next week. I should have brought you there, but I didn't have it clean.
Bring me all the music. Now, let me ask you though. So how does it, because the last time we had an interview, you were grinding, making music, and now, but, you know, then we kind of talked about the struggles of being a woman in the industry. Now, if you're not a woman in the industry, you struggle.
You're struggling.
You know what I'm saying? So how does that all feel to you?
Scream, when last time we talked, my music was considered stripper fight music.
True.
When I sat down with JD, he told me, okay, but you got to prepare people for what they getting ready to hear. Like, I had to prepare people for snap music. I think you should say stripper fight music. And everybody took it like a joke or like he was dissing me or whatnot. But I never took it like that. I'm not emotional in this game. Never have been. And I just look at it now and I'm looking at the wave going and I'm like, I'm been surfing this wave. So let me just go and dive on back in because this is what I do.
Have you had any camaraderie with any of the ladies that's out there?
I mean, me and Cash Doll are very tight.
Okay.
She actually got my baby a necklace when she was born,
Nice.
Beautiful gold necklace, and I got a surprise for her because she just dropped her album.
Okay.
So she's getting that in the mail any day.
Dope.
And I'm really cool with Cash Doll. I'm cool with Nia Lee. I think she's so dope. She just dropped a really, really dope project.
She came to see us.
Yes, I love her. New York repping. I'm really cool with Cardi. Like every time I see Cardi, it's all love. No problems, no hate. We have done bookings together before the big Bodak yelling and everything, and she's just a sweet, cool chick. She like Memphis in the building. I'm like, yeah, nigga, you know what's going on.
Right.
But I definitely want to do more. Collabs with different women. I actually did a collab with K Goddess. She's from New York.
Okay.
I think she's doing Love and Hip Hop. I'm not sure, but I just did a collab with her. So I'm just looking to work with. I'm an OG. I like to see everybody win and shine and do their thing until you get on my bad side and
Why the hell
play.
you from Love and Hip Hop?
just need to go a different direction.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, because like you're cool in real life, but it's like the show. From what I remember, it's like they tried to paint you like you were just this evil thing.
Crazy.
So how did that affect you mentally? Because
it didn't affect me at all because I always kept it grounded. I'm always going back to Memphis. I'm always with my family. People know who I am. You know, I'm always in the studio. I'm always doing music, and to a certain extent, you gotta believe some of the stuff you hear about me. I ain't just an angel. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
so you are crazy.
I mean, I ain't to be played with. It's
I mean,
just,
that's okay.
Just, you know what it is?
Yeah.
It's if they put you in a position to where you have to show that side of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to act like that, but when you put somebody in my face that's doing this, and that,
So they
you
were
know,
forcing that on you.
It's not necessarily forcing it on me. It's the environment that you're put in. And once you get in the environment, it's like you going to jail. If you go to jail, you got to get with the jail life. You got to act as you got to act.
Survival tactic.
Yeah, it's survival of the fittest. And I felt like I survived, and I became fit in that realm so long to where when I started my family and got with my husband, that was reality TV, but reality of life set in on me. And this is not what's important because I can't leave set and go wait on this girl at her house because she just did this to me on TV and go to jail behind it because I got a baby to go home to.
So now that you've evolved past that, is it safe to say that you're smokeless? Is all the smoke from the past like removed? I'm not saying that
We're not talking about weed.
Best.
That's never removed.
I was saying, can you
the
pass
beefs?
Can you pass these people by and let it be like whatever or nod your head?
It depends.
Depends. Okay.
How you
It
feel
depends
about
on the
forgiveness?
situation. I do believe in forgiveness. I just don't forget nothing.
Moran said forgiveness is lame.
Yes, forgiveness is lame. You should forgive though. You should.
I
He thinks you
forgive,
should
but I don't
but he feel
forget.
like it's lame.
I don't forget
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
So I just feel like everybody got to stay in their place because I don't forget. Don't get caught in the wrong environment, and we good.
That's
You know what I'm
really
saying?
You
gangsta,
from Memphis.
man.
Okay, all right.
Don't get caught in
good.
What's the
Okay.
wrong environment? The club? Anywhere?
Stay in your lane.
The
That's all
grocery
I can
store?
say.
Let me paint a picture, and I'm trying to help the situation. You got a kid. You with your kid.
Oh,
Your op got a kid. Your op got it with their kid, and y'all at the grocery store. And how do we handle this?
dang. That's a good question.
It's a great question.
Damn, how do we handle this?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, you better be glad I got my baby with me. No,
not
I'm
no-
just playing.
No, she not. She dead serious. She dead serious. She try to
And
security.
it ain't just about your kid. They got their
They
kid
got their
too.
baby with them too. You know, it's just about growing up, and it is about forgiveness.
Yeah.
Like he said, I got more to live for. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta really disrespect me and my family and like do some shit that's just like out of this world, disrespectful to them or me, for me to go off the rim and be taken away from them. You know what I'm saying? Go to jail to be taken away from them, or anything can happen when you getting in the street and getting with some gangster shit. Nobody wants that. I want some money. I always want money. I really don't want beef. I just want money. I don't have time to beef. I got a baby to do this for. I got a husband to do this for. And sucking for home. I ain't got time to beef with you bitches because I got to be at home sucking and fucking on my husband and raising my kid and making this music.
How does Jessica Don feel about a couple things? We've had some unfortunate circumstances with some people in the last couple of years passed away from narcotics. What would you say to the youth, your kid, your family, people in narcotics? How do you feel about all of that?
Man, first of all, I really want to just give my condolences out to those who have been affected by, you know, the opioid crisis and things like that, because it's real. At the end of the day, like, coming up, I did things, you know what I'm saying? I tried stuff here and there, and popped me tabs, drunk lean, all that stuff. But when you see other people and how it affects them, sometimes people use God, sometimes God uses people as stuff for us to see and learn from, so we don't make the same mistakes. We don't really just got to make the mistake if we watch everybody else. And I feel like, you know, a lot of these people gave their lives up for an example of all their fans, like the youngest fans and stuff, like they all like into this drug, and it's not cool. At the end of the day, you got to live a long life. You're going to get older and think about it and realize, damn, my kidneys fucked up, my liver. I can't. If something do happen to you, you ain't gonna be able to be on no pain medicine because it's not gonna work for you when you go to the hospital. You just gotta think about the long run. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong with having fun. Ain't nothing wrong with going out, drinking. I smoke. I can't sit here and act like an angel. But y'all gotta know, y'all can't let drugs do y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta learn that certain things just not even meant to be fucked with. Like, you got to stay away from certain stuff. When you see what it's the deal, like I seen how drugs affected my family coming up. So it's certain things I'm just not going to mess with because I know how it affected my family. Right. So I just want the youth to be more open-minded. It's not, you not being lame because you don't use drugs. You really cool as fuck. You know, so I meet people that don't smoke and don't drink. I be like, woo, can you be my friend? Because you're not going to miss nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want everybody to, and then when you get off that shit, you be so much more focused. You'll think about money more. You'll make more money. You'll save more money.
That's real.
It seems like your rise to fame was you just being you. And even when you look at your social media, you post, but you're not attached to it every day, right?
I can't.
How do you feel about all the clout chasing that goes on?
But it's so weird because I come from a situation where I never, none of this that I ever went and was like, oh, I want to be famous. I want to be this. I want to be that. Things just kind of fell in my lap. You know what I'm saying? When you've been popping before Twitter, you know what I'm saying? I was the last person to get a Twitter. Miami Tip Drill will tell you that. I was the last person to get a Twitter. We were working at KOD back then. When I did get a Twitter, I was on there beefing. So it was like, Trina used to get on there, get off of Twitter arguing with these girls. You need to stop now. Because I used to be in a lot of her videos. And it's just the cloud chasing is at an all-time high, and I just don't want any parts of it. I don't even want people to even think that that's my MO. Right. If I'm mad at somebody and I say something about something, it's never clout. Look how long I've been out here. You know what I'm saying? I never not been popping. You know, I've been popping around here for a long time. You got to go back and do your research. Go on YouTube, look up my YouTube. I am Dimepiece. I've been out here for a minute. So it's nothing that I want out of another person if I'm beefing with them. You know, I don't need your clout. Right. If I'm beefing with you, you done fucked up. You done something to me and you got me fucked up. It's all it is. I don't want your fan base. I don't want nothing from you but respect. You get it to a dog. So I can't do the cloud chasing. I feel like it's going to end up getting somebody really, really hurt at the end of the day because people take social media too literal. That's why I don't post a lot on there. I really want to, and everybody be like, "Damn, why you don't post all the time?" And why you do? I got plenty of shit I could post for y'all that'll break the internet. But I feel like some things are better left sacred between you and your person you with or your family or whatever. I'm gonna start trying to share more in 2020 because I just want to open up people more to me now that I'm putting out my music again and back out here after I want to get a relationship with my baby. I didn't want to be having my baby and then running off here and there and here and there. She need to know I'm her mother. Not no nanny, not no grandma, mama. So I got that established with her. So and she's to a point where she can go with me where I'm going now. You know, she just love to be with her cousins and play, so she ain't coming today. But it's just a situation where I can't do the clout because I'm a mom, I'm a wife. But it's a drug now.
It is, and just as addictive as the opioid.
I watch it and I be like,
how you feel about the whole Tekahsi situation?
Are you in my brain or something? Because I just saw somebody chase clout coming. On his situation, and I felt like she was really chasing clout to even comment on the situation at all.
Who?
K. Michelle.
I forgot about that. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot about that whole situation.
Yeah, it was just like, because you asked me that in the mind of us talking about clout chasing. It was like, boom, like, because I was like, that was clout chasing.
So she said that, I'm going to try to quote it as accurately as possible. She don't care. She thinks he's funny. She likes his music. Glad he's coming home. If somebody tried to kill her, she would snitch on him too.
So you think, I was more so asking about the perspective from his perspective. Like, how do you feel about him?
Speak on all of it.
Other people, you know.
Speak on the quote. Speak on just
How do I feel about him?
Yeah.
I feel like with his situation, I don't respect it because you were doing the same thing these niggas was doing. You got your fame and your popularity off gang banging and being with Treyway, committing crimes, acting like you a gangster. So do what the gangsters do. Go to jail. Like, you can't tell on everybody else and they got to go to jail, but you don't got to do a day. I just don't feel like nowhere in the world that that's right.
Do you feel like it's going to create a crazy example moving into this new decade?
I feel like it's a bad example. I feel like that's a bad example for them to set the courts, the judge, for them to even let it go down like that. He got to do some time. It ain't even like he's a squeaky clean criminal. It ain't like this his first offense. He already got a sexual assault offense or whatever it is on the side. So I just feel like they just let him slide. You did all this. You was the internet clout chase. Like, he was the internet fool with it. Like, I even enjoyed him on the internet. Yes, I did.
We all did.
Yes, I did.
Very entertaining.
But at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Sure.
You was with those dudes the whole time. Y'all was doing all this stuff. You was hollering Treyway. You was all your videos going millions and millions and millions of streams with gangbangers in them. But they go to jail and you free. What part of the game is that?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the only reason why I disagree with what K. Michelle said. It's not right. She know that's not right. It don't matter how funny he is, how cool he is. Let that been one of our partners from Memphis that got snitched on. She wouldn't feel like that. So I just feel like, don't talk on stuff like that. Just let it go. Like, I just feel like it was just a weird quote. I don't know. It was weird.
So on to something positive, because you said that you've been out here for a minute. So talk about some of the things that you've done on your resume outside of just loving hip hop. Like, what are some of the legendary videos you've been in, etc.
Let's go back. Okay, so I've done so many Trina videos. Okay. If you go look at all her videos, I was in almost all of them.
Confused, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, which one is Trina?
Yes, I was in a few of hers. My Bitches, the one she did with Flo-rida. I was also in Rick Ross I'm Not a Star video, MC Hammer video. I was in a couple Gucci Mane videos too. I was in Bees in the Trap.
Okay.
What other videos have I been in? So many. And
TV shows, movies coming.
Oh, I was signed to Flo-rida before I got on Love and Hip Hop. I was signed to I was signed to Freezy and Flo, IMG Strong. 6 Black, he was signed with me. He was in a group then.
Hold up.
Black.
As in Black?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was in a group then. And we would sign together. We used to go on tours and stuff together. And congratulations to him. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
So that's some of the stuff on my resume people don't know all the time. Went everywhere with Flo, performed overseas, carnivals, all those big crowds. So when I got on Love and Hip Hop and I said I performed in front of thousands, people thought because I was country from Memphis with pink hair, I was lying. But I lived in Miami for 7-8 years. I was signed to Flo-rida and then for like a year and a half before I parted ways and got on Love and Hip Hop.
Right, and I just feel like people need to know that because again, like we said earlier, you're cool in real life.
Thank you.
People try to make you look.
Yeah, great. I also have put out 4 mixtapes, Ghost in the Skirt 1 through 4, different names. So I've done a few things. I ain't gonna boast or brag.
Good for you. Good
Before we get into this record, for the people out there trying to successfully maintain either just regular dating relationships or marriages, do you have any advice for them?
Communication.
Okay.
Hey.
Communication is the key because you could misunderstand your partner and it could be totally not what they're thinking or how they feel about a situation. And you just got to sit down and talk and express yourself. And you have to learn how to not really argue about stuff when you disagree with them. You got to sit down and say, okay, baby, let's sit down. Let's talk about how you feel about this, how I feel about this, and let's come to a common ground where we can meet up and we both happy and satisfied. That's what I done learned me and my husband do. We pretty much come to a common ground where we both happy with the situation. You be like, well, what couch you want? I ain't really like that. I wanted this kind. we gonna get this color and this kind, and we gonna get it together. You know, that's just an example, but it's like that in everyday life. Cause being married is not easy, but when you love someone and they make you happy and it's your family, it's like easy as pie, as long as you communicate.
Right.
You know, communication.
So translation, happy wife, happy life.
Hey.
Yes, because baby, he says it all the time. He's like, my wife, I can't play.
He loves his wife.
I gotta make sure.
Yeah.
Happy wife, happy life.
I respect that, man.
Yes, I love him too. He is definitely a good family man and good with the baby. He was a parent before me. He has a son before me, so he's kind of helped me learn how to be a greater parent. So I'm grateful for it.
Okay, there it is. Hey, we appreciate you putting up the Hoodrich Radio. Don't be a stranger. You're welcome anytime. Right now, introduce the record, Tuh.
Tuh. Tuh is actually a freestyle that I did. I just heard the beat. It's my original beat, but I just heard it and liked it, and I thought about a certain rapper from Atlanta. I ain't gonna say yet. I'll wait. I'm gonna let people pick it up themselves. And rest in peace. And I just started going. I just went in the booth and just lit the blunt and just started going. Just started talking shit.
So you didn't write it down?
I felt a certain type. No, I didn't write it down. It wasn't one take.
Okay.
But I just kept going. And then when I stopped, I was like, all right, stop. All right, bring the beat back. And then I came on, kept going. It was just, I never wrote nothing down. I never came out to think of nothing. I just kept going on and on and on. And then I was like, well, make that a hook. That sound hard. They were like, you want to make? I said, yes, let's go. Keep going. So it was just my creativeness. I feel like it's just a freestyle. And ain't no certain thing to it. Ain't no certain format to it. I was just talking my shit in my bag.
Good for you.
Okay, well, let's get into it. Tough right here on Hoodrich Radio. It's 96.7 The Beat. Big shout out to Jessica Dime. Let's go.
Yeah.